What's up? How is everybody doing? I got this lovely comment by Pookie715 that is, I enjoy this content. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you do. Today, we are going to be building a lighthouse at Spawn. It's a project I've wanted to do since probably when I started my channel on it. Like, not my channel, my series, honestly. I just had this idea that a lighthouse would look really cool, and specifically, I wanted it to look similar, or at least be inspired by the Club Penguin lighthouse, because Club Penguin was the very first game I played, like on a computer at least. The others would be like Wii Tanks and stuff like that, but yeah, I was a huge fan of Club Penguin growing up. I was there on the day that the official Club Penguin shut down. Yeah, so, and also my second account, I have my main spacetypo account, which is this one right here. My other account is Penguina808, and that was my screen name on Club Penguin. So I decided that I wanted to be inspired by that, so I have created some blueprints. We're going to start off here just to show you the dimensions that I want to work with. This is going to be the actual rotating lighthouse. This blue is going to be the size of the platform, and this outer red is going to be the size of the base. Now it looks very like massive base, and that's because it is. I wanted it to be, I don't know, I just wanted a lot of space, because when you first, and I'll put a picture here, when you first enter the lighthouse in Club Penguin, like, it's a huge space. So honestly, I could probably go bigger, but like I don't want it to be that massive. And so I'm gonna build like the little stage and the staircase, and it's gonna go all the way up. I was thinking like this was a decent height, but I think I'm just gonna end up improvising. What I'll do first is a kind of general dirt outline and kind of take it from there. Now, in terms of the actual lighthouse portion, you may or may not remember my very original lighthouse design. I do not remember if I've had this one for years. I don't know where I first saw it, but it's a nice, very simple rotating lighthouse. Very lots of observers going on, but it's good. I like it. I did some research on other ones. I saw this one. I don't remember where. I think. Oh no, wait, no. This is just that version, but smaller. Because I thought maybe I should make a smaller lighthouse. I also saw this one on. Hold on, I wrote it down. I found this on one of the Minecraft forums by user marjack1991, who apparently found it on Pinterest, but I couldn't find the original Pinterest post. The original post on the forum was pretty old, and I really liked this one. I like the fact that it's 3 tall. It's got a nice slow, return. I think that looks cool, but it's just a little big. Let's just put it that way. It's a little too big for my taste. I already showed you this one. I also liked this one. And this one was also even, which is something I didn't really want. I didn't want to have an even number. I wanted it to be uneven because my circle is uneven. Anyways, here we have this one, which I found on this website. This was the original website where the design was posted. And I like this one. It's a little smaller. Maybe if I make a lighthouse like at my main base on the shore, then maybe I'll include a smaller design like this. What I like about it is that it's slower. It's not as fast as this one, which is a similar size, but like, look how quick it goes. Like, no lighthouse actually spins that fast. Then I found this tutorial by Adults Only Minecraft on YouTube, and I really like this design because it's really tall. It's 4 tall. That's pretty impressive. And what I like about it is that obviously it's taller. And so what this person did is he essentially put like the bottom layer and then did a top, like flipped up a top layer so that it's the same. And then there's a lever here that through some magical redstone stuff ends up retracting the sticky piston. Here, I'll show you. And that stops the lighthouse. And it does it at the same time, so then it's synchronized, which is pretty cool. And so I like this, but I didn't like the fact that it was a square. And so what I did is I combined kind of my idea here with this one and just made it a lot taller. Made it with a side here, which I really liked. And all it is, my redstone is not nearly as fancy as that, because the reason this is so fancy is because it's meant to turn on and off. So like if there's when there's a daylight sensor, it's going to turn like when it's nighttime, it's going to turn on. But I don't really care about that. I'm just going to keep mine lit all the time. And so I don't know, what I decided here was I liked that idea. And so I made a much jankier version of that. It is at the same time, as you can see, just a little different. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy with this design, and this is the one I'm going to go with. I just want to show you the different lighthouses and also the credits. So yeah, I have a bunch of lighthouses now and different designs, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to go into my world and I'm going to start building just a dirt base so that I can get a sense of the size. And also what I was thinking is because the Club Penguin lighthouse is like on a snowy island, I was thinking of just covering my whole island with snow just so that I'm faithful to my little Club Penguin house or lighthouse, sorry. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty big project, but it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I think it's just cool to have a massive lighthouse at spawn. Wow, this is really high up. Anyways, I don't. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So here is the base of my lovely lighthouse. I made a really tall thing, and now we're gonna go and check it out. Let's turn around. Like that looks like a decent height. Obviously I will heighten or lower it as I please. But yeah, this is the dimensions of the circle, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, throw that out, and second of all, we'll go through here, and we're just going to go and decide how tall I want this initial base to be, because then I'm going to go in and make a circle, like an inner circle, go up a whole bunch, like say like this, go up again, and then come up with the middle circle, and then like build the base like that. So like this, kind of low, right? So we're just gonna experiment. I'm gonna start building it just as a square. I think that'll be a good visualization. Yeah, maybe I don't know how tall I'll make it, but I don't want it to be like weirdly short and like chubby, you know. I want it to be a decent size. Like, I don't know, is this too tall? Let's find out. Hold on. Actually, that might be that's too big. Maybe like to that one, half the size. Oops. How did I get hurt? Okay, no, whatever. Yeah, we'll go back to. Whew, okay. We'll go down maybe 4 like that. That's decent size. So there's a lot of experimentation, as you can see. Like, I could build this in creative and then come back in survival, but I wanted to try building it in survival and see kind of just like purely survival, because I feel like I don't do that as much as I'd like just experimenting in survival. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty decent size for the bottom layer. Like, this will be a truly magnificent. I want this to be a magnificent lighthouse. Oh, here's my original tower that I pillared up. Goodbye, original tower. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, if you're watching and you're actually listening to me, how did you discover my channel? I'd like to know. I need data. How did you discover my channel? Why are you still here? So accusatory. Why are you still here? But I would like to know. If you came... Okay, yeah. How about if you found my channel for my non-Minecraft video? Because I know I got a bunch of viewers when I made a video for Danny Gonzalez, and then I promptly privated that video. But if you discovered my channel from there, why did you stay? And if you discovered my channel from something else, also, why did you stay? I think it's probably gonna be like 3 layers up, so like that, like that layer, and then it's gonna go, so that's like 23, and then 21, and then 19. It's gonna probably cap out there, and then the platform is gonna be 17, and then there's gonna be lighthouse, and actually that's probably a good estimate. All right, I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna continue the dirt outline. I'll do the full outline, and then I will be back. We have completed the dirt outline of the lighthouse. Ow. It looks awesome. I'm very happy with it. So it's very tall, as you can see. It's very, very tall. And so in that center circle is where the redstone lamps are gonna go. So you know what, I'm actually gonna put them in, and then we'll see. But also I filled in the floor completely, just because I wanted a filled in floor. I'm considering making them half slabs instead, like just slabs instead, just so that I can reduce the spawning in here and don't have to light it up like crazy. I don't even know how I'm gonna light this up. Okay, so I started the pattern. Initially I had started making the concrete, and then after a stack I was like, you know what? Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do like put the powder down and then drop water, and then it'll turn it into concrete. I like that mechanic. That mechanic is really cool, especially for large scale projects. I'm gonna need to go get way more, like way more sand and whatnot, but I think that this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have 2. I didn't know whether to make it one giant stripe, like one giant red stripe and one giant white stripe, or to make it 2. I think it looks a little better as 2. I don't know, it's kind of early, still too early to tell. But I think it has potential to look really cool. So yeah, I've just been doing it as like 2, like up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. I think that that's a decent slope. I like that, and so that's how I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm just going to do that all the way up to the top. So I'll do it up until this layer, and we will evaluate. Okay, update. I high-key hated the double spiral look. I thought it looked stupid. So I went ahead and made it just one giant like one giant red stripe and one giant white stripe. I just think it looks better and also looks more accurate to the Club Penguin image. Obviously, the proportions are very sketchy. I mean, if you look at the outside of the Lighthouse in game, ow. If you look at the outside of the Lighthouse in game, it's super tiny, and then you go inside and it's huge. So it's not particularly reliable proportion wise, but you can see consistently that there is one big red stripe around the door here. So I thought that was a creeper for a second. So for that reason, like I decided to just set it as one, and I honestly think that that was the right move. I think it looks a lot better now. Yeah, I was also gonna do it textured. Like I also brought wool because I was thinking of doing it textured, like partially concrete powder, partially hard concrete. But then again, I wanted to go back to that Club Penguin aesthetic, and it's very like harsh, cartoony colors. And so for that reason, I decided to stick to this, and I think that was honestly the right move. The other thing is though, I'm gonna need a lot of lighting, so I'm probably gonna do some pretty big windows. Um, and they're only supposed to be on one side, but you know what? I'm gonna do it on all four just so that I actually have some lighting in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to light it up here. How far can I? Okay, so I can start it here. So yeah, I will continue to do that, and then we'll do the next layer up there. All right, progress has been made, and honestly, I'm really happy with what we're, doing so far. I think it looks really good, actually. Wasn't expecting to say that for a Club Penguin inspired lighthouse, but here we are. The interior is going to be a pain in the butt to do. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, this was definitely changing it to just one giant red and one giant white stripe at the bases was definitely the right move, I think. Whoa. In the interior, it's super dark. I'm gonna have to put some, obviously some windows in. And also, when I do the staircase going up, I'm probably gonna put some, I think I have to put some intermittent, like, light lanterns or something. Yeah, anyways, so this is what it looks like so far from the inside. I just have 2 more layers to go, and then we're gonna wire up a bunch of redstone and finish the top. More progress. We've made another layer here. It looks really good. I actually screwed up at one point where I did 2 up instead of 1 up, and so I had to like redo the entire layer basically. But I've been very careful at counting, and I think everything else is right. Look at that. We did it. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It's so delightful. It looks really similar actually to the Club Penguin lighthouse, which is exactly what we were going for. It's got the 3 main stripes that you see on the little icon. It's just missing the the little portholes. Need 3 of those. And then I just need to add a top and the landing pad for the like jetpack thing. Like there's a jetpack landing strip, so I need a attachment off of that. And then obviously I need to do the stairs on the inside. Also, this is the closest to the actual one that I could think of. And when you look up, it looks really cool. I love the spiral. When you initially open the, like, get in from the portal, I'm trying to envision as much as possible the, like, the whole design. Although it is all kind of squished into the side, so I will have to take some creative liberties. Like, I'm pretty sure the stage is right here, and then the door is there. So I may put the door somewhere else and put the stage on that side. I'm not entirely sure yet. Haven't decided. But again, it is just meant to be inspired by the Penguin Lighthouse. So next up is going to be adding a whole bunch of stairs all the way up. Yeah, the stairs all the way up will be quite the challenge, as I don't even know what blocks to use. I also don't know where I'm going to put my bed in all of this. Where on earth it is? I don't know where to put my bed. So we'll figure that out eventually. Maybe on the stage. I'm a performer at heart, what can I say? I think I have it figured out. I actually ended up doing something totally different from what I ended up doing in my world. I was having a really hard time figuring out how to activate this without also triggering this, because I didn't like the fact that this piston was staying extended and that one was retracting properly. So I figured out that I literally just need to run the redstone straight. So we're gonna test it out now. I may have to play with these times, but okay, maybe. I do, definitely. Okay, so it definitely doesn't need to be that, like, 4 ticks long. All right, let's okay, now let's see. Oh, it's very close, actually. Maybe okay. Oh, it's like just one off. Hold on, let me try that again. So which one's activating first? I guess that one's activating first still, so okay, instead of playing with this one, I should be playing with one of these. Okay, so that's that many ticks. Okay. Okay, let's see just at 0 ticks how. See if. Oh, I got it. Also, I started putting carpet on here just so that I would avoid mob spawns. That looks so good. Okay, now I just need to work on like the beautifying it, I suppose. Also figuring out, making sure that all the wool here is woolly. I'm really glad that the redstone's done. A lot of that was honestly improvising in survival, which I rarely do. I don't like doing it, mainly because I'm bad at it. I like having my creative world. But it doesn't hurt to try it every once in a while, you know? So I'm actually going to turn that off for now, you know, do a grand opening later. But for now, I'm going to finish the top part, and then I'll work on the stairs. Okay, hello. So because my whole, you know, penguin okay, so that was a piglin. How did it get in here is what I want to know. How did it spawn in my... And there's a horse. Anyways, as I was saying, so my Club Penguin, wrong one. My obviously Club Penguin takes place in this Arctic or whatever, and there's Antarctica, sorry, and there's snow everywhere. Well, I need snow to cover. I had to cover my island in snow. So I'm here at my ice village, just harvesting snow. I'm gonna have to make this tunnel just like a straight line because I can't with all this running around. I like the look of this tunnel. I think it looks cool, but like, I don't need that. It is such a journey every time just to get places, but it would be a much longer journey in the overworld. Yeah, check it out. This is now what it looks like. I also do not know what to do with the lighting for the floor. I haven't decided yet. I have decided, however, that I'm gonna put the stage kind of there, and then I want to put a bunch of supplies so that when I die, I have everything I could possibly need. I'm also thinking of putting another map wall here. Like there's nothing here, so I was thinking a map wall. This would be perfect for a map wall. But we're gonna just fill this whole area with snow to keep it, you know, true to the Club Penguin aesthetic. I know not everyone fills in all of the holes, but there's still a lot to do. And I still don't know how I want to furnish the inside. So today's episode is just going to be the outside. I think the inside is going to be something I'm going to furnish over time. That is the Club Penguin Lighthouse, if I do say so myself. It's got the 3 stripes. It's got the door. It's got, you know, the landing pad for the elytra. So if I start out from here, let's see, can I land on my designated landing pad? Ow. But I landed. It's better for takeoff, I'd say. And I think here would be good to put like the jetpack. I think that'd be cool. Anyways, so here is what it looks like. If I go down here, we'll turn it on together later, but the inside, actually, you know what, let's turn it on. No, I'll show you, give you a tour first. So this is what the inside looks like. There's this really great staircase that I made. This little corners are really, really tight, obviously, but it's not too bad. The inside is obviously very plain. I haven't decorated yet, and that's mainly because I don't really know how I want to, honestly. I think definitely a world map of some kind would be cool here. But yeah, anyways, I have the snowman here because I decided I didn't want to go back and forth to my ice farm. I was like, wait, I can just make a snowman. Like, that's not difficult. And so I'm going to continue putting snow here. I haven't fully completed it yet. but I wanted to show you like the overall lighthouse is done, and that's what matters most. So yeah, I haven't really decided how I want to fill it in. I think it'd be cool to, I guess, fill it with different like treasures and like cool artifacts. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet, but I'm gonna fill it with some stuff. Obviously, figure out this lighting at the bottom. But I figured out the lighting going up, and I really like the big windows. I think it's a good source of light. So yeah, that's basically the lighthouse, inspired by Club Penguin. You know, childhood game, favorite for many. Let's keep going and let's light it together. And there you have it. Let's take a little fly around. Oh, that looks good. I'm not entirely sold on the top, honestly. I might change that. But look at it. It looks so good. And the snow is a work in progress, obviously. But look at that. I'm really happy with it. I think that, you know, it's huge, it's easy to see. That's what really matters, is just it being easy to see, obviously. When you're on the boat, you see, oh, there's the lighthouse. I might put a beacon, like that might be worth putting in a beacon somewhere just to make it even easier to see at a distance. But yeah, anyways, that's my lighthouse. I hope you enjoyed that video. Here's my Club Penguin inspired lighthouse. I hope you have a great day or evening wherever you are in the world. Peace.